Lake of Shadows is definitely one of the easier GM Nightfalls in the game, so if you're looking for your first GM Nightfall experience, this is a pretty good place to start. Fortunately, we're not going to need to go into as much depth as something like Hollowed Lair. First thing, let's talk about loadout. We need Overload and Unstoppable for champions. In terms of shields, there are 3 arc shields, 2 right at the very beginning and 1 towards the middle, a handful of solar shields, and 1 void shield. The void shield you can pretty much focus fire down as a group, just brute force it, but there is no shortage of good void weapons, so this shouldn't really be that much of a problem. I would encourage maybe one person to use arc damage solely for the beginning Centurions, as they can be a little annoying with their darts and all their shooting, but honestly, they're not the worst to just brute force down either. I used Jotunn on a run, and it could brute force those shields down in 2 shots with particle deconstruction. It's not a big deal. Trinity Ghoul will also work pretty well here because of how many low health enemies there are in the strike, but so will Tikus, and that's probably a little more handy for all the solar shields. Regardless of whatever you might end up using, be sure to throw on Taken Spec on those legendary weapons. Otherwise, a lot of the top weapons in the game overall will continue to be very, very good here. Exotic bows will be great, legendary bows, Vex Mythoclast, Threaded Needle, Lorentz Driver, 1000 Voices, Agri-Scepter. Use Jotunn. I used Jotunn for a run. It's super fun. Have some fun. It's very effective. Bow fusion, linear fusion, or double linear fusion again is going to work just fine. I did a sword run as well, and while swords are an excellent boss killing tool and champion killing tool, I would not recommend a sword as your sole overload stunning tool. I would have someone with a bow as well. A lot of hobgoblins are very far away, requiring you to run very long distances to get to them, and in that time you might be shot or killed. But if you are able to close the gap, you will obliterate champions. Unstoppable champions will also die pretty quickly to swords. You don't need passive guard, but the damage resistance from using it is very strong, and I would encourage it if you are willing to spend all that time resetting your artifact. Subclass wise, again, you're pretty open here. Due to the final boss's complete lack of health, it's not a terrible idea to have a Ward of Dawn or a Well of Radiance to just absolutely shred the boss in seconds. If you don't have that, it's not the biggest deal, you just might have to deal with some ads. A lot of your typical subclass choices will work just fine. You know, middle tree Sentinel, top tree Night Stalker, Stasis, Solar Warlock. You do bottom tree Solar Warlock now. You got options if you don't want to run the traditional setups. The gameplay here plays it very safe, very traditional. Banner Shield, Well of Radiance, and Orpheus Rig Tether. There's not a lot here that's really gonna kill you. The main thing that will kill you is a Hobgoblin shot, or just incredibly reckless play. Without a sniper resistance mod in your chest piece, you will be one-shot, and I would recommend one as there isn't a ton of grenade action here from enemies in this place, and because fire will basically instantly kill you. Up until the final couple of rooms, Hobgoblin snipers and reckless play are the only things you really need to worry about. As long as you're keeping your distance from unstoppable champions and taking captains, they should not be much of a threat at all. This strike does not require very high thumb skill. You can go as slow as you want, just make sure you clear out those hobgoblins and the rest is a piece of cake. Areas with high amounts of snipers include: after the first Blight, there will be 4 hobgoblins, including 1 overload. After the second Blight, there are 3, one of them being overload. And then after the third Blight, spawning with the boss, there's 2 overloads. There's nothing in the first indoor area, but as soon as you go outside, there will be a Taken Vandal towards the middle of the area, along with an overload hobgoblin. There will be 3 Taken Vandals and 2 overload hobs in the second half of this outdoor area. You can kill all of these enemies with a bow from a pretty long distance. All of the Vandals are red health bars. They should die very quickly. There are 4 more overload hobs scattered throughout this final section, including the 2 final enemies before the drop down to the boss. After the outdoor gauntlet area, there will be 3 Taken Knights that spray fire at you. Oh, also the boss at the end of the gauntlet is also going to spray fire at you. This fire will kill you, and it's the only other threatening attack that you will encounter in this entire place. feel free to burn a couple of shots of heavy ammo or whatever you got to do to kill these targets as quickly as possible, as they do kind of mess up some choke points. As for the final boss, well, you know, if you bring 2 1,000 voices, you are able to destroy this boss in seconds, assuming you've brought along particle deconstruction, which I hope you did, because why wouldn't you? If you don't have 1K, a bunch of threaded needles should make pretty short work of the boss. We were able to kill the boss in a well right as the scions were starting to close in on us. Oh, I was also using Merciless. Swords did it in about the same time, again, in a well. Otherwise, this should not be a horribly difficult GM Nightfall experience. Focus down those snipers, and as long as you're not all up in the face of the rest of the enemies in this place, this should be a pretty quick stroll. People are doing like 10-minute runs of this place. We did it in about 15 minutes, just kind of going at a very leisurely pace. The rest of the video is just going to be a full run with comms of my team doing it, but there's not a whole lot of talking because there's just not a whole lot going on here. Good luck in there. Feel free to share your favorite builds in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. These guys did... Alright, now we plink. Now we play the plunking game.
Do we have 0 arc damage?
Yeah, but there's only, I mean, there's only 3 arc shields, so
Yeah,
I'm shooting
true.
the guy
Yeah.
up front.
He's
Yeah,
he's hurt
no
now.
shield.
Got him dead.
Dead. No, they're not all normie.
Not a bunch of lunch GM normies? Bunch of those guys?
I mean, look, this is like entry level GM.
True.
This is like beginner GM.
Right. So if you can't do it, you're bad. I agree, Datto.
Yeah. See, you know what's up. Would this jabroni come out? Look.
Yeah.
Come to me.
I'll go give him a little business here. Oh man, he went out. Oh my gosh.
See, this is why threaded's annoying, because you have a bunch of
Got him.
these.
Yeah, I know. Well, he's trying to clap me up here. There we go.
Ooh, that's kind of nice.
Tip for the Datto YouTube. Yeah, go from the top. Yeah, there you go. Very extreme.
We call that the 737 Max.
The only thing that will kill you here are taken Hobbs. So just be sure to kill them.
Great tip.
Woo! Nice. Yeah, seriously, they're like the only thing that can
Yeah, they're
actually
annoying.
threaten to kill you. That's it.
Give him the old peak fire. You're good to go.
Yeah.
You're good to go.
Give him the old Jeep Grand Cherokee.
What?
Give him the old Nissan Altima. I feel you.
Classic.
See, if you want to be a pee-pee boy, you just gotta say things that make 0 sense in
Oh, gotcha.
every context. That's,
So like
that's
I'm
the only rule.
using my Vorpal Cartesian, brought to you by
The
Outback
Nissan end of year
Steakhouse.
sales
Yeah.
clearance event. Yeah.
What was that Applebee's deal that like? was
2
like
for 20?
The 2 for 20. Vorpal Cartesian 2 for 20. Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna start calling the fusion bow loadout, the 2 for 20. Love that.
Oh yeah.
Nice shot.
Ah,
It's just
right.
oh, you got that guy. Okay.
One more goon in the back.
And this guy does not
He's
want
being
any
terrible.
fajitas. He's just chilling
Well,
at the door.
Get
I'm
finished.
gonna give it to
idiot.
him.
And he burned his hands on those fajitas.
Just shot your foot.
God, I can't wait to get
Get outta
a
here.
trash rolled palindrome.
Oh,
It's
yeah?
gonna be sick.
I've been looking for
chain, bro.
Overload Wellspring. I know I'm gonna get it this run.
You're gonna get it. I'm not even gonna get a palindrome. I'm gonna get a swarm.
That's all I've gotten. I've only run this a couple times. I am here with the Stunneroni and cheese.
Good call.
Nice shot.
I'll get Ted around this corner.
Cool.
Should be a beef boy.
The boys are quite beef.
Oh.
Enjoy the beef.
Got another nade.
Calm.
That's nice. Plays a lot easier with 2 other people.
Didn't you try soloing
Oh,
already?
funny thing that is. Yeah.
No. You
I
effing.
don't think.
How did you not get? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do it from back here. Are you okay over there?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. There you go.
I don't need to do solo content. I'll just watch Chuck.
Oh, I mean, hey man, if you're a streamer, solo content is where it's at.
Oh, I'm sure.
I've learned
Don't
that.
coordinate a group. You're doing
Well,
hard
no, not
shit.
even that. I've learned. If I've learned anything, it's that you know what people really enjoy is suffering.
Watching failure. Yeah.
100%, dude. They love it. I mean, but it's great to celebrate victory together.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But it's also fun to chuckle at failure.
Chuck. I get it.
I got you. I got you. I see where you're going.
Let's see where I'm laying down. I could drop a well right here because I'll probably get it back.
Sure.
Phoenix Protocol activate. Oh yeah, don't we need arc right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're fine. Just light him up. He's broken.
Hit him with the dink doink.
He does not have a lot of health, so.
Negatory. There's like weird pipes on the ground I keep tripping over.
Yeah.
Not a fan of that.
And this area is really easy. Yeah, just an easy-going little GM experience.
Sure.
Doesn't even feel like GM.
It's fun for the whole family.
That's true.
Even your dad could do it.
This is a Six Flags grade GM.
That is.
No, actually, this is probably more of a Chuck E. Cheese GM, if we're being honest.
Chuck E. Cheese GM. I'm okay with that comparison. Yeah. I'm okay with that.
Last week's is a little bit of Hollywood Studios.
Little bit.
It's up there.
Yeah, it was actually terrible.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun.
Same.
I enjoyed it.
Like once you really got the strat down.
Yeah, I learned
It
way
was,
too late
not bad.
into solo attempting. I'm like, oh, you can camo run through the first 2 rooms and shave like half an hour off the strat. Cool. Like, great.
Love that. Yeah, it's my first season doing GMs, and I don't know, it's really
Oh,
cool to
really?
see that there's just hard content in the video game. Yeah, I came back this season for the first time in like 2 years. Nice.
Now,
man.
what was the game plan there?
I kind of thought that these guys would like not come in. It's gonna run out, by the way.
Oh, they come in every time. Yeah.
No,
Oh,
but
yeah,
I
that-
thought
that-
my presence would
Oh, like they'd be
like they'd be intimidated.
They're like, oh, that's the YouTuber. Don't go into that hallway. don't roll up on him,
Kind of
bro.
thought they would be scared, and turns out they were not.
He didn't care.
Oh,
Little
beautiful
baby
nade.
rift, if you want a baby rift.
I've always wanted kids.
I'll let you name the rift if you want.
Yeah, it's about to run out, right? It's got a limited lifespan.
It's about to go to college.
They're gonna be empty nesters pretty soon. All right, heading up top to deal with this loser overload.
Trying to...
Please get stunned. There we go.
Yeah, they're not that rough.
I'm just gonna speed that up.
One more on the bridge. I'm gonna take care of that.
I got your shots as well. Oh god.
Clutch.
Alright, I think all the Vandals are dead, so it should be good.
There's 3 in the back there, so if you got 3, then we're chilling.
I killed
Man.
2, unless somebody else got 1, or maybe my Lorentz got the last one.
Unlimited bow ammo just hit a little bit different.
It's cringe.
Dude, I just saw you get clapped by a single Scion. What are the viewers gonna think of that?
Unfortunate.
What are the viewers
gonna
gonna think?
They're gonna think nothing because that part's getting cut.
Damn, editor's privilege.
Where do you want to kill the champions from? You want to go to the end of the bridge, or you want to do it from here?
If we kill Thick Boy Mackenzie out there, then yeah, we can go where he is.
Okay, well I got one stunned, and I'm just ruining it.
Yeah, we could just.
I was just gonna cut across
Okay.
and go like where the dude was.
Probably should have waited then, because I just stunned him, and he's gonna get out of that animation.
That's fine.
really
I'm over
soon.
here now.
Okay. And he's stunned.
Did you kill the Overload already?
Oh. Where is it? I didn't touch him.
I killed.
Wow, cool.
What a gamer. Next stun, I'm jumping over.
Coming.
Damn it. Tried to hit the midair shot.
That would have been clutch.
Trying to
Yo,
hit
for the boss
360
fight, do you want me
snipes.
to only use threaded needle, or do you want me to use my Cartesian?
Oh, you could use either one.
Oh,
The main concern was just like not everyone is on a 1K.
right.
Like as long as that condition is being hit, I don't really care.
I completely agree.
1K is not hard to get, right? Like most people have it.
I mean, it's still a raid exotic.
Done well, cool.
Most people have it.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Get this kid banned.
I don't know. Dude.
Get him out of here.
I have no sense of how people play this game, or like what's
Yeah,
good,
I
or
feel that. I feel that.
literally anything.
I always try to make the content for Johnny Dayjob.
I think I am Johnny Dayjob, honestly.
Tommy Two Thumbs,
You're
bro.
you're slightly above Johnny Dayjob.
Yeah?
Oh,
High praise.
High praise. High praise.
let's be real. Oh my god. Champion, please get stunned.
PLZ.
Knight's almost dead as well. Got it.
GG. The G's were quite G.
Oh god.
Watch out for the fire. Fire bad.
Oh, nice suck. Shields off.
Classic suck, bro.
Word.
I'm just fusioning this guy down. I'm messing with fire. Killed me last time.
Yeah, it do be quite rough.
Damn it.
Oh god, why?
Dude, we both had horrible nade failures.
Awful.
Yeah.
Hey, stop it. I got Void for the mofo up there. Oh, it looks
I
like
think,
we all
we,
got
I think
Void.
we all do.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh.
Very pog. Booyah.
Doink.
Doink doink. Doink doink doink.
Don't you hide? Okay.
Whoa.
That should have probably killed everything. Of course, this guy now patrol. Dude, I had a death right here on the stairwell because that overload was just tucked in that right side corner.
Yep. He
then
loves
it went-
to do that.
And then he went left and he shot me through the railing, even though I couldn't shoot it through the railing. I was the big mad. TM.
Yeah, that'll happen.
No heavy, feels
There we
good.
go.
I got about a clip and a half of
You got full
Mercy.
Lorentz.
Mercy Do.
Ooh, that's not good at all. Dying is cringe.
That's true.
Break
Oh,
that
nice.
thing. You want me to drop the well back here, right on him?
Yeah, do it in a safe spot.
I'll do it right over here, bro. Right over
Oh, God.
here. Over
Yep.
here. There we go. Give him the goods, bro. Also, doesn't tether not stack with particle deconstruction?
It
Yeah,
does
I don't
not.
know. I don't know what does and doesn't anymore.
Wow, I got killed in the well?
It do be like that.
I think it stacks with divinity now. And that's it.
All right, so that
But
was using a mix of linear fusions and a Merciless, and we still killed them right as the ads were coming out.